Hi, my name is Greg, and I believe that you had someone there had spoken to one of my colleagues um, yesterday on Facebook on the Finding Contractor Facebook group, and they had said that they would arrange for me to send you a video looking at your website, um, giving you some hints and ideas as to what you would need to do to get more traffic coming to your website. Currently, as you can see in this particular tool, and I'll come back to this tool, there is zero organic traffic coming to your website currently. So obviously the goal here is to try and change that so that you get more customers coming in, more visitors coming in that you can turn into paying customers. By way of overview quickly then, it's all about beating your competition in Google, to the top of Google in two ways. Finding a position in the map pack and a position in the top of organic search. If you're in these spots, you have access to 90% of all the search volume. If you are not, you're missing out. If you're on the second page, really you're nowhere, unfortunately. So the goal here is to get to the top of Google, and I'm just going to take a look at your website, and I'm going to analyze it in three areas to give you some suggestions as to what you need to do. We're going to look at content, backlinks, and citations. Now, I'll go into the definitions of these three in more depth later, but really the purpose of these three things is so that Google understands your website and gives your website a score in terms of authority, trustworthiness, and relevance to their customers searching for terms like door refinishing, Naples, Florida, for example. Okay, so let's get into content first. I'm coming back here to your website. So what Google cares about is quality and quantity of content. Let's talk about quantity first. So really this is just about the number of words in your website. And the reason this is important is because according to the Google algorithm, the more words you have on your page, the more likely it is that you are authoritative in this area. You have a lot to say, therefore you must know what you're talking about. And the second thing is that they also assume that if you've written a lot of words, then somewhere in those words are the answers that people searching are looking for. So you're a relevant website to show on the first page of Google. Okay. Now the rule of thumb is that you would want about 1,500 words, 1,500 words on your home page, and at least 500 words per services page in the back end. Let's take a look at your site. So this is a counting tool, and it shows me that throughout your website you have just a little under 1,300 words, 1,300 words throughout your whole website. So this is light in terms of content quantity, and I would suggest that it would be quite effective if you wrote more content into your website. The next point about content is quality. So when we talk about quality, it's the choice of words that you've used to describe your services. And really, it's very important that we make sure that throughout your website we write what we call keywords or keyword phrases. So here's an example of a keyword phrase that I used when doing my research: door refinish, Naples, Florida. This is one version of a search term that people would use to find you. They might use door refinish or refinishing Naples, Florida, or they might just go for door refinish Naples, or door painting or repainting Naples. There are many different variations of a search term, and we want to pull a list of 20 of the best with the highest search volume and write that all the way throughout your content. Let's go ahead and have a look at what's actually happening right now for you. So right now, Google has indexed for you, that is, they've read your website and understood one keyword, okay? And that keyword is simply your brand name. So if anyone's searching for you by name, well, you're still only in the 61st position in Google for that very search term. So even if they search for you directly for that one keyword that Google has indexed for you, you're on page, that's going to be 10. Page 10. Okay, so there's no traffic there. The goal then is to figure out all the variations of this keyword. And we do this in a couple of ways. sometimes Google gives us suggestions, or we go about and do a whole lot of research, and we find the best possible keywords with the highest volume that are easiest to compete against, and we rewrite your content with these keywords in an organic way that makes sense to both Google and to your customers, to get Google to understand what it is that you're all about, so that they can make a match between a search phrase like this and the content on your site and pull the two together to show you on the first page of Google. So that's content. The second thing that's really important is what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks, well, the internet is a web, as you know, and the more you participate in the web, the more Google trusts you. What that means is a backlink is the number of times that another website links back to your website. And if those websites that link back to you are trusted, then by association, that trust flows to you and gives you a trust score in Google. This DR score is that trust score, and that is a percentage. So you currently sit at 0.2% trust score with Google. So there's not a lot of trust here, and they therefore won't be pushing you up to the top spots in Google. The strategy here is that we do a great deal of in-depth research to figure out the best possible backlinks, most relevant, high-quality backlinks, and we then reach out to those businesses, those directories, etc. We ask them to link back to your site. Once they do that, once that link is established, that trust flow starts to push this trust number up for you. Okay, so that's backlinks. The third thing that I mentioned are citations. Now, a citation is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number in an online directory, both national and local. The reason why this is very important is because it gives you an opportunity to come right up here into the map pack. Okay, these are the first three results that appear at the top of any Google search, apart from ads. Okay, this is a very good place to be. And more than that, most of your customers nowadays are doing searches, as we all are, on our mobile phones. If these searches, if this particular map pack shows up on a mobile phone, there's also another button here that says call, and your customers can call directly with one touch of a button, directly in a very frictionless fashion, call your business without having to scroll down, click in, find a number, then call. So it's a very good place to be. The strategy here is we figure out how many citations each of these top three have, and we go in there and we register your business with 100 more directories than they have. This is a volume game. It's a one-by-one reach out and registration to all these directories, but it's highly effective to get you winning this map pack, with the ultimate goal of driving in more business, more traffic to your website, which can convert into business. So I'm going to stop this video here. I've spoken about content, and you need more content written to contain keywords. Backlinks. You need to participate in the web and link to other websites that are trusted to build your trust score. And citations. We need to really up your citation count to help you win that top spot, that spot in the map pack, the first three results in Google. So with that, I'll end here. I really appreciate you watching my video, and I'd love your feedback. So feel free to respond to the email that I send you with this video contained, and let me know if this video was useful to you or not. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.